Video games are my personal favorite hobby and form of entertainment. I play them pretty much every day and I have been for most of my life. Would I say that I'm literally addicted? No, I'm not literally addicted to playing video games, but I am figuratively addicted. I don't go crazy when I can't play video games. Fucking it, man. I don't get headaches if I can't see a TV screen with the video game on it. My body doesn't shake when I can't play my precious video games. But you know what does happen? Nothing. It's as if video games didn't exist when I'm not playing them. I don't feel any different or act any different. I'm still myself. I'm still a normal human being living life how I want to, just like everyone else. Recent news has been exploding about the classification of gaming disorder as an official disease by the World Health Organization. The symptoms are as follows. A pattern of behavior for at least 12 months in which gaming is out of control. The pattern of behavior must show an increased priority given to gaming to the point that gaming takes precedence over other interests and daily activities. A continuation or escalation of gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences, or behavior that affects one's relationships, education, or occupation. This could mean that a teenager may play video games instead of doing homework and end up failing a test. The problem I have with the symptom list here is that all the symptoms sound like a choice that the person is making. It's not like a forced choice due to a brain problem. They're making that physical choice themselves. All the symptoms defined here are choices that that person made. These symptoms for gaming disorder are so vague, and they're not detailed enough at all to make diagnosing this disorder actually viable. Currently, by the wording of all the symptoms, anything a human being does as a hobby every day is a disorder. I ran cross country in high school, and I practiced every day on my own in the summertime, and every day during the school year. And it was affecting my eating schedule because I could not eat 2 or 3 hours before I ran, otherwise I'd get a really bad cramp in my stomach. And according to these symptoms, I had a running disorder. An actual disorder is based on the fact that the individual mentally or physically can't control something, like an anxiety disorder. Someone may have an anxiety attack, but they can't control that. Someone playing video games can control how much time they spend on video games. It's not like the person mentally or physically can't stop playing the video games. They're choosing not to stop. The world is baffled by the World Health Organization's decision to make gaming disorder a thing. On an article by Samit Sarkar on Polygon.com, Christopher Ferguson says, "It's really a junk diagnosis. By and large, existing research does not support the existence of gaming disorder. Little clarity has been achieved regarding diagnostic criteria and appropriate symptoms for video game addiction, and that the proposals were thus premature. It really feels like the World Health Organization rushed this and maybe didn't put in the effort to listen to a wider array of researchers and scholars." All of this is true. There is no evidence at all suggesting that video games are the actual cause of all the issues people are blaming them for. The actual cause lies in the individual's decisions themselves to play video games instead of going out and hanging out with their friends. Me, for example, I play video games every day and sometimes I forget to eat, but that can happen with anything. If your brain is super focused on a particular activity, it tends to forget about other basic things that you have to do or need to do. Hence why sometimes when you're watching a TV show on Netflix, you lose track of time and you miss your haircut appointment. Or if someone gave you directions to a party and while you're driving in your car and a good song comes on, you start jamming out to the song and then, oh no, you missed your turn because you weren't paying attention. It's normal. It's complete nonsense to suggest that playing video games a lot is a disorder. I have yet to see an article even suggest that this disorder should even exist. According to Mr. Ferguson, first, the available research does not support a diagnosis of gaming disorder. The criteria for what constitutes problematic gaming is notoriously muddled and unclear. One recent paper in the American Journal of Psychiatry found individuals who score high in the problematic gaming are actually just as mentally well as those who score low, suggesting that the concept lacks clinical value. Other research finds overgaming is merely a symptom of underlying mental health issues, such as depression, not a standalone disorder. For instance, many depressed people oversleep, but we don't diagnose bed addiction. Once again, Mr. Ferguson is suggesting that maybe this classification was done a bit prematurely, without substantial undeniable evidence. Can we please give a round of applause to Mr. Ferguson for spitting bars? Thank you. Now, this isn't the end of gaming, like some may suggest, but it does make the gaming industry look evil to the public, especially to the elderly, who do not quite understand technology like we do. It gives people a false reason to hate gaming. This only hurts society. It doesn't help it. The World Health Organization can fix their mistake and backtrack on their decision until further research is conducted, but this won't fix the damage it's already caused, because now people think that people who play video games a lot are not regular humans. They're going to look at gamers as people who have mental health disorders rather than someone who just enjoys electronic adventures. It's definitely safe to say that the classification of gaming disorder was premature and done so without any specific evidence of its existence, and I hope the World Health Organization reconsiders its choice. Gaming is not a disorder. It's a choice. It's an individual choice. Gaming is, and it always will be, the greatest form of entertainment in my eyes and in millions of others as well. And I wish to see the gaming industry grow and innovate and push technology to new limits. Video games have played a huge role in the development of technology, and it will continue pioneering the invention of more advanced technology for years to come. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.